Hi, so today I would like us to go through the member experience screens that I have prepared. By the way, my name is Nina, if someone would like to know. Okay, so starting with the top of the screen, we've made some small changes to how the top navigation looks like. Before we had one big prominent call to action to create new videos. Right now we have in the viewer experience added the avatar of the member that we will have and a smaller icon button for creating new videos. When we will click on the user avatar, we'll see in the drop down all information and things we can do. So if we are only in viewer, we'll see our member selected. We'll be able to move to the NFT collection, to favorites, settings, and we'll be able to switch member. If we click on switch member, we will see all the members that we have. We'll see which one is selected. We'll see how it will look on hover. And here, sorry, I forgot to mention in the beginning, my prototype right now in Figma isn't the best one. I have some issues with the Figma beta thing that lets you have more fluid prototype. So don't worry about it right now. Please don't pay too much attention for it. In the end, the final designs will look as the rest of the prototypes that we have. So if we go back, we also in the drop down will see the amount of our balance of joys that we own and some option to load them up and add more. Also, I prepared some small placeholder icon right now that we could use for the joy currency. I would like to hear what you think about it, and maybe we'll come up with some other symbols that we could use for it. When we would be in the publisher like studio, so in the publisher experience, and we click on the icon with that our avatar, we also have additional, of course, fields to select which channel we want to upload movies into. So we still will display the member, but the main avatar on top will be the channel. So closing this now, and we are going back to the viewer experience and see how the channel member account looks like. So on top, it's very similar to how the channel looks like right now. So on top, we'll have the background image that member will be able to set. We'll have the avatar, member name, label that it's member. We'll have the button to edit the profile, and we'll have tabs which we can switch between. So the first one, we still are mainly we are still the streaming platform. So first, I think it's the most important that we will display channels that this member owns with the number of saying how many he has. It can be useful to have it on top. So here in channels, we'll see all the channels that this member has, and with quick preview of their movies and with option to follow them. Then moving forward, we'll go to the more NFT related things. So in the second tab, we'll have all the NFTs that this member has created. So if he didn't, we'll display the empty state, saying that they have to upload or upload new videos or create NFT from the existing one. If we click on the button, we'll be moved to the studio. In the case if we would have some videos, let's say 2, we'll display the thumbnails here, the video thumbnails. Also, we'll have the option to filter the results in each of the tabs. So I will expand it because in the rest of the prototype, I show the screens where I have the filters expanded. So we know what we have in each of the tabs. Sorry, I have to breathe. Okay, here there is a little bit of change that we did. We think that we should differentiate the tiles of the normal videos that we have in home, popular, new, and everywhere else from the NFT tiles, because we'll have a little bit different information there. So At the top, we have the video thumbnail, no changes there, but below of it, we will display two avatars. So the first one will be saying to us who was the creator of this NFT. And as we agreed in the Git communication, the creator will be always the channel. So this channel, it's my channel, so he's the creator and I am the owner. Also, the avatars could have this like animation. They could go up and get the outline. So we'll see which one we are hovering over, and we'll have the information about it. The second one should be owner. Sorry, I forgot to change the label here. Then we have the title and information about the given NFT. So we could see if it's right now in the action, if it's like what is the current bid when it ends, or display when it's not for sale. Also in the filters, I think that we could start with 4. So the first one will be the status. So we will be able to filter by the status of the NFT. So if it's right now in the auction, or is it not for sale, or if it was sold. If we'll have different type of auction, you can also list them here. And then we have the price range. So we could look for videos from some specific ranges. Then we'll have the categories. So those will be the categories that our videos belong to. Also, in the created, if we have few channels, I think it will be great to give users the options to filter between only one channel, for example. As we were also talking about on GitHub, the thing about collections, I also thinking about something like that. So this would be another filter giving us some option, maybe in future, to filter through collections. Also, we can change how we would like to see them, the order. So if those will be recently added, prices, low, high, ending soon, all this. So pretty simple, basic things. Then moving forward, we'll have the owned tab. In the owned tab, we'll see all the NFTs that we own. So the things that we are not the creator of, but only we bought it and we have it. And here we will not have in the filters the option to filter by channels, because I think we can own a lot of different NFTs from a lot of different channels, and it wouldn't really make too much sense to have channels there. Then moving to favorites, we think that it's pretty maybe crucial, not crucial is not the best word, but it's important for people in marketplaces to favoriting some NFTs that they are interested in. They could keep track of it better that way. So we also introduced it here. Also here in the prototype, you can see I expanded the additional menu to see what we can do exactly with each tile. So we could cancel the bid if we're already bidding in this one auction. We can buy now, we can unfavorite and copy URL. If we wouldn't have it in favorite, that's how it would look like. And also we could place a bid. Also, I've added additional thing. When we'll hover over some video, we'll display additional element. I mean, here in the top right corner, displaying the number of likes this video has, and with the option to clicking on the icon. When we click on it, we'll also like add it or unfavorite. This is a pretty common pattern on a lot of marketplaces to have it visible at this stage, so user doesn't really have to go deep into the video to do that. But it's not crucial, so that's why we think it's enough to have it only on hover. Also in the screen, you can see some proposition what information we can display at the bottom part of the video tile. So if the auction didn't start, we can display what is the starting price. If it's ongoing, we can display when it ends. If the time will be nearing the end, we can display it in the red color. If it's not for sale, we'll just say it's not for sale. And at the bottom, we'll have the pagination for easier navigation through a lot of pages if someone have thousands of things added to favorite. Then moving forward, let's go to the About page. Right now, we'll jump through this one. This is pretty simple and looking almost exactly what we have for channels. So on the left side, we'll have description with option to add some links, and the details on the right side. So will be when we joined, number of our channels, and number of NFTs that we have collected. When we click on the edit profile button, we'll be moved to the edit screen. And here my prototype is a little broken, but when user hovers over the background image or avatar, as we have on channel, there should be an option to change this image for something different. On the left side, we'll have the division between profile and notification. Also, that's why in the drop-down navigation, when we click from our avatar in the top right corner, we called it settings, not like user profile or edit profile, because we think that when we'll have some settings for the notifications, it will be better to keep it in one place and not create a lot of different places where we will keep some kind of settings. So it will be a good place to keep it. Right now, we didn't work on it yet, so I don't have anything to show you from there because we didn't touch the notifications yet, but from the user profile, we'll be able to change the description. Also, in one of the calls, you mentioned, as for now, to keep the avatar URL, not only the option to select the picture from our computer, because right now it's not supported, so I left the avatar URL. We have the input to enter the email address, some links, and I think the nice addition at the bottom would be to have the number of our wallet, so, and with some option to copy that, because right now we don't display it anywhere, but when we'll introduce the cryptocurrency there, I mean Joyce, I think it may be useful for some users to have it there. Of course, we can quickly accept it, and if we make some changes, it's saved. And I also have one additional tab, which is called Activity. This is a tab that a lot of marketplaces use. So this is a thing where we can stalk other people or see what is happening to us and filter those all actions that are happening and see, what's going on there. In the filters, we would have two options to filter. One would be bits. We could filter by bits that we receive from other people. So if someone wants to buy our NFT, the bits that we made to other people if we want to buy it, and the bits that were canceled. Or we could filter by event, so everything that happened to us and our things. So the things that we minted, listed, auctions we won, auctions we settled, transferred things, purchased things, and things that we added to our favorites. And in here we would have, it would look more or less like a list of actions that happened. So we would have a thumbnail of the given NFT, icon showing the action, what happened. And here I have only the bidding icon, but we have a set of different icons for different actions. All those things from the, it ran out. All the things from the events here, we have icons for that. And they would be displayed here. Then we have the title of the NFT. We say who did something. So for example, Gary Coffin offered one joy to someone else for this NFT. And also from this view, there would be like a quick place for actions to cancel bits if we made something and we change our mind and we want to cancel it, or if someone else's bidded on our auction, we could also accept it from this view. I've changed a little bit designs and I forgot to change the name. Here it should say accept bid. So that's that for the member account when we are the owner. Where we are the guest, the only change is that, of course, we'll have different avatar on top and we'll not have the option to edit the account. And when we're talking about how owning the NFT and issuing NFT will work when we have the curator group, where I was also thinking about how or where to display then those NFTs that were created, but not by one member, but by the channel. So on the channel screen, I think that it would be great if we could add additional tab called NFTs. And if we jump to NFTs, we'll see all NFTs that were issued by this channel and are for sale. And as we talked at today's call, we can just display two the same avatars. I mean, for the creator and for the owner, we could like have them on lower opacity so it's not that prominent, because we don't really need to see both of them next to each other, and this is pretty edge case because they look weird. Or we could have like icon avatar saying on hover that you will be the first owner if you buy it, or no one owns it yet. Also on the channel, I think that some maybe nice addition is somehow highlight how like the list of the users or other members that collected NFTs from this specific channel. We could highlight the first 5 with whoever has the most will be the first to be displayed, and with view all will display full list of other users, I mean members who owns it. So from my side, this is all. As mentioned, I will be working on the flow for creating, like changing the flow of how we create the member, and merging it with like viewer and studio, between viewer and studio. Okay, so this is all from me. Thanks.